Man, it's really quick. Kyle me. Got it. It can be done. What the rumor is, Preston. I like it, teammate. Oh, I was gonna back past that. Thought he turned upfield. Run 550 miles. Damn, that's a little more than I drove today, which is about 1. Demo's kind of crazy. Teammate didn't want to get that. No. My dog. Thank you for the resub. Welcome back. 37 months. All right. The wind tower's going to data centers. Nice. Alrighty. That casual moment where not only do you miss the mid boost, but also the corner boost that allows him to do that play. Oh, that was a weird one. Extra beef jerky for Kyle. Ideally, yeah. Beef jerky doesn't feel worth it anymore to me, personally, chat. There was a brand back in the day called Crave that was pretty good. Problem is they're either out of business or I just can't find them anymore. I do remember the best flavor was not sold in like any of the stores, which is very weird. They had like the default jerky and then they had this really, really good one that was like a specific color bag, so it was very distinctive and it was just nowhere to be found in any store or any grocery store. So I started getting really pissed off. I remember visiting my sister in Utah, and weirdly enough, it was in their like Kmart or whatever. I was like, what the heck? Had a burrito, croissant, and a slice of pizza the whole trip. I missed the wacky Jack links. But is the Jack links the one with the Sasquatch? Where they're like just screwing with Sasquatch? Man, I really thought he would just be free jumping in front of me. Okay, that's not a good read, teammate. I like it, I like it, I like it. Really good pass, oh my gosh. What's my boy's chance of making it out of group this weekend? 1%? I'm sorry, what? Who's your boy? Here you go, great game, Discord. Dude, this is insane how many spammers are on Discord the other day. I gotta go back and find that last guy's message. That was literally the worst spam attempt I've ever seen in my life. He was faking that he was like Lyric or whatever, or he's friends with Lyric, and he's like, yeah, I can shout him out in the Discord. Anyway, yeah, DM me. YouTube chat is superior Kyle with the 6.9. Crazy dono to start things off.
YouTube chat is superior.
Oh! I don't know why Timo was just sitting there. I don't see Twitch chat. That is interesting. I don't know why. YouTube chat has mom's credit card. Hey, they still using that credit card. M-Dog also has his mom's credit card, but never uses it to donate. He just resubs off his own debit card, like a nerd. It's a big review. Oh, I'm so sorry. I couldn't read your name quickly. So I saw the name and I was like, Dabby Gravel. I mean, infamously, one of my mods is Ethan Richardson, who goes by E-Rich. And the first time he came in, I was like, hey, Eric. And he's like, what? So to this day, I call him Eric. So I'm not good at reading usernames quick, sorry. I actually don't remember what the SSG group is. I think you guys might have had the group of death, if I remember correctly. So I'm not gonna lie, normally that question would be unambiguously like, yeah, you got it. This time around, you gotta, as long as you peek past Vitality, I think you're good. Why am I getting doxxed? That's crazy. How many Ether Richardsons could there possibly be? Hey, if anyone Googles my username, I get doxxed, so don't worry. E-Rich name confirmed to be Eric? Yes. I like how the first chat is just full caps. No, I can see Twitch. Oh, wait, well, hold on. I turned off the chat. There you go. Sorry. I had it off because I was debating streaming something else. 1K Man Genius, is there any way to find out seed average for the winners of majors? Oh, that's a good question. You can probably just hand count it. I wonder if, that seems like something you could at Direct on Twitter about, and he'll probably tell you. Purple chat vomit emoji. Ooh, wow. The language of hate is actually disgust, chat. It's not anger. So we've officially moved into class warfare here between YouTube and Twitch. Ooh. Full stack would be better off if he stopped flipping fully into every touch. If he just single jumped into that, that would have been fine. The French will lose their powers in Boston. It's too Irish here. That's true. I made a tweet saying, announcing that I wasn't going to be in Boston because I've had a couple people DM me. And I made it into a post saying that the city's mayor banned me because I cyberbullied his kid on Modern Warfare 2 back in 2009. And I've had multiple people DM me and be like, wait, what, really? Tell me the details. And I'm like, no, I obviously didn't cyberbully some child a decade ago. And I'm serving out a lifetime ban from Boston. Although that would be hilarious lore. Also, I just realized my audio in-game is super loud. I was not sure if Chemist saw the danger, if he was just AFKing. AFKing, but in your brain. Actually, guys, that's a great thing. When you're absent-mindedly doing something, you're like AFK, mentally, in a way. Hopefully Worlds is in a good spot. Plan to go to that one. It's already in Fort Worth. Didn't they announce that? Did I just leak? They're going back because they love bringing Worlds to me as an apology every year. Again? Yeah, they love Fort Worth. People love Texas summer. Or, I guess, late August. Honestly, Denverland when... I feel like that'd be a cool city that we haven't been to yet. I'm surprised Vegas doesn't get one again, but then again, there's not really like many arenas. Like Orleans Arena where Season 6 Worlds was not like that good of an arena, to be honest. Like thinking back. It was fine for the time, but it was definitely not something I'd ever be like, yo, we gotta go back. I think personally, Dickey's Arena is kind of lit. A lot of people are like, I want variety. I'm like, I don't know, man. That arena is really good. I've been there as a pure attendee. I've been there as a member of OG. So, seen in every dimension except for caster. Maybe this year? Just kidding. That's not gonna happen. But maybe. Maybe one day. I would love for them to bring CRL into an RLCS LAN, like do the national championship at a LAN. I don't know if they'll ever do that, but I feel like it'd be a very easy way to put collegiate in the middle of the show without too much interruption to everything else. Atlanta? Yeah, whatever happened to every single city being easily punned into the word land? That was when lands were at their peak. Land Vegas, Los Angeles. Ooh, that was a really good touch. Ooh. Excellent bounce. Not a good touch. Wait. Popping that up just because I need to buy time for teammate to get back. And he goes up perfectly for that. Excellent. Friends and family still call me buddy. Maybe they just forgot your actual name. Your actual family's like, hey, bud. Low-key, I went to a family function a while back and met a very distant cousin. They're like, hey, Jeff. And I turned to them, and I'm not gonna lie, I did not know that person's name. They're like, it's me, Kai. And I'm like, don't have any memory of you, but okay. I'm like, have I ever met you in my life? There's no way of knowing. I forget it's winter living in Dallas. I walked out to run over, to just like run a quick errand, pick up a package. And I was walking around in like shorts and a t-shirt. It's like 70 degrees down here. My brain's just like, all right. And then my mom's like, yeah, it's like 20 degrees here. And I'm like, huh? Because mentally, my brain's like, it's May or something. So I definitely forget that sometimes, yeah, when you're in Boston right now, it's freezing cold. We had a fake winter this year too. Yeah, I mean, we had the ice storm, and then ever since then, it's been 60s, 70s every day, so. I'm actually very excited to get real, which this Colorado has been screwed up weather-wise. Southern supremacy, except you guys have humidity. Well, a little too much humidity for me. I like Texas's like middle of the road humidity. Sometimes it gets kind of up there, but for the most part in Dallas, it's like 50, 60%, which is fine. Bro, y'all lucky you got names that you can shorten for a nickname. I got a basic name. You got Presty. Wait, you got Presto. That's literally like another name. Presto's a fun name. Okay, well. Speaking of worst possible kickoff, bro didn't even jump for this. What happened here? Oof. East Coast is the coldest winter in 30 years. West Coast in the mountains are the hottest. God dang it, dude. Teammate did his job on the last one, but it's one of those awkward kickoffs, so I didn't expect the ball to be perfectly still afterwards. Oh. I didn't realize he was just letting me have that. That was really funny. Oof. I was playing the bounce off the wall. Of course, it's the one part of the post. Caiole? It's like a ravioli. Yeah, he knew I still had to flip. Hello. Just in case. Did I get that pass off? I didn't. It's dry heat, they say when it's 116. Yeah, but low key, like being that hot out, as long as you're not in the direct sunlight, it's actually really nice. That's my unpopular opinion about Arizona heat. 90 degrees with 100% humidity is infinitely worse than the 110 degrees with 0% humidity that I've been in. Like, yeah, you can feel the sun cooking your skin if it touches you at all, but as long as you're in the shade, you're fine. No, 100%. Fall in Arizona was actually like heavenly. Ugh. Denver, all 4 seasons, no humidity. I don't need seasons, dude. Seasons are for weenies. It's coming from a guy from New York State. We had pretty severe winters. Winter was officially over in early May, basically, growing up. Oh my god. Oh, teammate! I was about to say absolutely no balls in this man. I set you up with this musty. Look at this. Just frickin' threw that one, hit that one with my sack, my massive balls, and he doesn't even go for that. Problematic ball size gap in this relationship. Hey, Ground Zero. How you doing? Are you going to Boston? Or is that flight a little too much? Bonk. Can I go off the spawn? No. Wait. Wait. I'm good. Too much, sadly. I did get the crater pass. Yeah, I got the email inviting me, but I was looking at prices. Honestly, I had a moment of temptation because I was trying to be a responsible, good noodle and be like, let's not spend any money, let's save money. Because flights are gonna be like $300, $400. And then I looked and it was like, with 2 weeks to go, it was like $175. And I was like, no, not gonna do it, not gonna do it. It's so hard to plan out like the peripheral expenses of like, you know, the food you buy, the Ubers you have to take, your teammate giving up a goal in the near post despite being on the near post. Would have loved to come? True. Mexico is humid center, but you're right. As far as living goes, humidity sucks. Humidity just ruins everything because it makes you sticky. It makes all your clothes stick to you. That's the one thing I can't stand. MISSISSIPPI? Yeah, I'm good without being in Mississippi. No! Teammate, no! He got bumped, but at the exact same time. Go! No! Nice save. Oh. Teammate is getting absolutely cyberbullied right now. Bruh. This dude is playing lockdown defense. Now imagine if we didn't give away 2 goals off kickoff. Crazy. Getting majorly possession mogged a little bit. I just got gun casting for Jinxie live on the stream and Musty. Oh, congrats! I didn't know that. How'd you land that? Did you just DM and be like, yeah, you need a caster? That's really cool exposure though. Jinxie's been really grinding out Rocket League. It's fun to see how many streamers he's like dragging along with him. Musty DM me for it? Hey. Well, there you go. See, that's branding. Most people don't know I'm a caster. Man, no, this man's got the face of Rocket League being like, yo, I need you. Bonk. Oh. Uh-oh, GC3, you have 100 boost and you put it right over the goal. That's not how you defend. Oh, thought I was about to get demoed. Tried to jump over it. No, I wanted to land and flick that around, but I was darting my eyes left and right too quick between the ball and him. No, I didn't scoop. Didn't scoop. I get people from every game casting to be their caster, and then today Musty DM me. Well, that's fun. That must have been such a weird, like, rub your eyes moment. You're like, wait a minute, hold on, am I reading that correctly? I've had Musty come into my stream a couple times and ask if I want to do like a challenge or something, but beyond that, I don't think I've ever been asked to do like any casting. In fact, not any, really any. I think the only creators hit me up for casting was Mizu. How someone hired me to cast a gold one game. They got 1.4 million views on Twitter. Oh, hell yeah. I was like, excuse the fuck. Ooh, exactly. That's what I'm saying. I mean, that stuff happens all the time. I remember I did a show for eFuse a while back called the Taco Ball, and it was literally a Taco Bell employee tournament for Rocket League. And I'm like, yo, low key, that's like a gig built for me. And I do it, and it's fun with my boy FBI Tugboat. And then a week later, I get DM'd by Jerky, who is the producer for the event, and he's like, hey, weird question, are you available today at like, you know, 10 a.m. or whatever? And I'm like, yeah, for what? And he was like, oh, I'm producing the G2 team stream and we need a caster, are you down? And I'm like, what the? And to this day, I have people come up to me at the LAN. They don't say, hey, you're the CRL guy, you're the caster guy, you're the creator guy. He's like, oh, you did the G2 team stream. And I'm like, yeah, I did. And then I got hired by G2 for a couple of gigs. I've done like 4 or 5 of their team streams. And so I just thought that was so funny that I'm like, yeah, that's just how casting works sometimes. You just get a DM out of nowhere and you're like, whoa, okay. What's the most nasty shot you've ever did? Someone asked me to take shots at them at a bar, but it turned out to be cleaning solution and they were the janitor. They were telling me to get out of the way, but I thought they were saying over the music, do you want to take a shot? But outside of that, literally any tequila ever. Tequila's disgusting. Tequila and beer are like beverages that you get Stockholm, and that's why people claim they like it, but no one actually enjoys it. Thank you. No, that was a perfect pass too. Oh. Ghost Fakey? Man, I hope Fakey's okay. I haven't heard from him a bit. Him and Emma Lee just kind of like disappeared off the planet. I assume they just got married in a foreign country and then left the internet. You have to take that up with my sponsor? Uh-oh. I shall be off. See you, Ground Zero. Don't forget us when you're Jinxie's personal caster. Oh. Ooh. That bounce for more. Hey, Elijah. Hey, Tone. Yo, Tinjaku. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. You're fine. Catch. Nice. Oh no! You handed it off to me on a back pass. Not like this. Okay, we're good. No way, that's how we win. Oh my god, this is the worst game ever. You going to Boston? Tone, you literally liked my tweet announcing I'm not going to Boston. What do you mean? Hey, Slaw. Cole Slaw. How's your Ramadan going? How's the fasting? He's banned from Boston due to some Modern Warfare 2 beef. Yeah, I cyberbullied the mayor's kid back then. That tweet was real, dude. Yeah, I'm banned from Boston. Kid was sucking on my team. I insulted him. I DM'd him something on PSN, and apparently I got word higher up. My real name was linked to my account, and there was a proclamation issued. My parents got a letter in the mail.
Update the Dono.
Oh, Kyle, I'm so sorry. Thank you for the $5. Yes, we will update the super chat goal. Oh. Bro, my mom got 30 gallons of trash bags for 32 million. I got 30-gallon trash bags for a 32-gallon garbage can. Yeah, I've been there. That it just sadly sits inside. I figured that was fun lore for you, Tone. I figured that was fun lore that people could enjoy. That many people probably wouldn't know. Are you banned for life? I don't remember. I don't know if we kept the letter. I just thought it was kind of goofy. I mean, I don't plan on really going for Boston for anything, so. I'd like to think that ended the mayor's, like, tenure. Because I think he was, like, one of the longest serving mayors, and then he, like, left office after, like, 2 more years after that. Maybe that was when his corruption set in. He's just abusing power, banning random people. I don't even know if functionally that's legally enforceable, or maybe he'll just have it. He's got shooters in the streets, who knows? Maybe it's like a formal proclamation, like we don't fuck with you, you know? Like the city of Boston officially. Boston. Oh. You could go to Boston if you could. I mean, maybe. I don't want to go to a Boston jail. Dang. You failed the Boston vibe check, yeah. Damn, that's crazy. I stole off your nose. Oop. Give me. Sorry, teammate. You like the part where I lobbed it way past you and behind you? You left the car keys in the khakis. No! I was like, I need to time this. I'm not gonna be able to score, I don't think. I'm just gonna rush this. Boop. I wanted to roll it near post, but not like that. Whoop! That was crazy if you almost gave it away. God, you're so lazy. Slow mule. No, I almost rankled that one. Let it roll a little too fast. Oof. That's probably the goal. Oh, never mind. Looking back, teammate. Probably could have left that for you, but nice. Well, that's actually a day to Mr. Boston. I'm also keeping your comments about UE5 being released this year. You said 100% this year. I'll stick with it. It's not car, it's car. Aaron earned an iron urn. Nope, not a fan. I'm anticipating a goated year for RL. I mean, easy anti-cheat's coming in. My thing with easy anti-cheat, I feel like, is it's less going to be like an immediate ban and more so just an easier way of doing ban waves of like slowly building on top of like a growing network. Because apparently there's like discords where they're selling bot mods and they're already saying, oh, don't worry, like easy anti-cheat, we can already get past that, da-da-da, don't worry. But I'm like, how are they testing that? Are they just, you know, do they have like a client side thing that they're testing it in? Like, they don't know how fast those are going to be detected, so kind of hoping that's going to be the case. I also need to get on the short list for Bacchus whitelisting, because they said certain accounts will be allowed to use Bacchus still with productions, and I run, you know, the occasional production and team stream, so I'm like, I would ideally like to be on that. Thank you for the raid, by the way, Adam. What have you been up to? Oh my god, I didn't see that guy's pre-jump. He's kind of him. Alright, we're just gonna pop that. Oh, I thought he jumped a little bit later. No, Rintaro! I disagree with you winning that. I was gonna go, but I was like, I don't think that guy has a great read on it. Let's just play defense. Oh, teammate almost peeked. No! Oh, they got, oh my god, I was about to say, I'm like, damn, I really got into that for no reason. Was coding, now gonna go tank my MMR. Good to hear, Adam, I think. Question mark? Taco Dono goal, I know. We're just getting Qs too fast. Kyle's been throwing our Dono goal all over the place. Here we go, it's been updated. Rocket League will truly not be goated until I can cast CRL land put together by Blast and Epic. Unfortunately, RLCS and the pro scene can flourish as much as it wants. I don't care. Until I get CRL lands back, I'm not satisfied. Hey, Baz. I'm on calendar right now, I think, for casting 3 CRL lands this year. One of them is this weekend, chat! And I'm doing it literally for the love of the game, because it's in my backyard. Shout out to, oh, UTD Esports has an esports facility, and they're putting Texas Collegiate Invitational on there. Well, 3 asterisk Bass, and you know exactly what we're talking about.
Update it one more time.
I'm dumb. No, you're not. You're fine. You know what? Kyle thinks he's a big shot because he just loaded a bunch of windmills and freaking crazy ass things onto a long haul truck. What's the deal with CRL? Will it ever be 32 again? No, but it's 16 for league play, which is a huge step up. I'm not joking when Blast and Epic literally listened to every single criticism, except for, I would say, 1 from the players about this season of CRL, or this semester. Like, immediately getting top 16 from top 8, getting 2 winners per pool instead of 1 so that the qual days are shorter. You have full opens, really large LCQ. Like, it's real. Honestly, this season is cooking, dude. It just needs a land and more prize money. Bro, best of 5 would take forever in a qual bracket. If only CSU didn't nuke their program in many such cases. Also, Ole Miss is still recruiting for fall. I should probably amplify that tweet. C-Money's trying to retire. It's going to be Stealth, Rush, and whoever they recruit. And they got a pretty sizable thing to go. Personally, I have nothing against Ole Miss. I would not want to go to Ole Miss because that would imply living in Mississippi. My college team, my coach is decent. We need a big push next year. If we want to get back to 0, we can do it one day. Yeah, it's tough. Honestly, to get in the top 16, you basically have to be like a 2K average team. Like, legitimately, if you are not at least like highly chem B+, it's kind of average. It's kind of toast. CRL really just is that good nowadays. Ayo facts, don't let Bepic hear this. I'm just saying. What? That's a blue ball marker. That was definitely a turn. Trail. And yet the ball was untouched through that. Also, shout out to Southern Miss once upon a time being interesting, and then that program, I think, exploding to 1 million pieces. Nice shot. Ooh. Top shelfer. But that's why I like how there's no end of CRL for some teams. Like, even if you don't make it in, you have all the opens. And even if you don't do, like, amazingly, as long as you're top 8 in the opens, you're in the LCQ. Like, that's a huge amount of leeway. There's so many different, like, interesting races to keep up with, you know? Like, oh, top 4 for playoffs for CRL, but then also, like, your seeding going into LCQ and then all the opens. That was super fun to track down the stretch of, like, who needs what placement at which open, you know? To, like, be able to make it in. Like, that was super fun to watch. That was in its own way, like, its own, like, league table. I think we couldn't do the opens last time. Yeah, that did screw over some teams. Boise had a crazy good peak at the end of the season, but they missed one, so therefore they basically threw it all out. That is the downside of the opens. If you can't make one of them because you just have like plans or a land you're going to, it kind of screws you over. Evan, no. Unfortunate. Salah came into Twitch to say bye twice. All right, see ya. Achievement unlocked. Musa Salah into the Twitch. Oh my God! Shout out to U Ottawa for recruiting Aleutian at once upon a time. Kai99 Jr., Aleutian, and I'm not gonna lie, I cannot remember their third. He was a homie though. Played him in ranked all the time. It is kind of wild that GMU is not much better, but just kind of shows how good everyone else is. Personally, Evan, I would make contact. That's just me. There's a lot of what-if rosters within CRL that were kind of interesting. Honestly, if Royalis went to Baylor, that right off the rip would have been a crazy one. Royalis also potentially could have gone to Maryville, but they were too, what's the word, racist? No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. They just didn't know Royalis at all, so I think they just assumed that they were like, yeah, he's probably an okay player. But yeah, in terms of like all the different like rosters that could have come together, it's kind of funny to see like what did and what didn't happen. Wait, Musty? Live tomorrow at 10 a.m. Yeah, chat, if you guys were not already aware, I should have introduced him this way. Bass got onto the alt stream. Frost, yes. Yes, J-Chan, thank you. J-Chan is the one. I was like, it's something Chan, but it's not just Chan, it's something else. I will say Kai99 was a guy I tried to befriend, but he was kind of a massive D-bag, so I didn't really like him on U Ottawa. Personally. I might have just got him on a bad day, but every single time I played him in threes, even when I thought I was playing pretty well, he would just be like, act like I was a C1, like missing every single touch. And I'm just like, buddy, like, you're not him. You know who actually single-handedly, my favorite career highlight of Samba, personally, was him single-handedly ending Braun B's Rocket League career. That might be my favorite CRL memory of all time. Slaw with the 499. Wait, did my alerts not go off? Slaw, I'm so sorry. Dude, Samba ending Braun B's career is legitimately my favorite CRL memory I can remember. Beating him so bad in the next level, like, Learfield tournament or whatever, and then giving the L to the camera and waving bye-bye, and then LSU never again qualifying for anything. Like, that is legitimately such a GOAT move from one of, like, the most storied players we have. Well, it's because Braunby and him were beefing throughout the week about, like, Arlington and Adverse being garbage and, like, all this different nonsense. And so they were, like, chirping in the Discord against each other and all that. And then eventually UTA played against LSU in the, I can't remember what it was called, Level Up or something. It was like that fairly big national tournament that Puckett hosted. And LSU kind of got annihilated. I think it was like a 4-1. And they had player cams on, and Samba scored the game winner and immediately turned to the camera and just went like that, a la Buzz. And after that, Braunby immediately left the game, never talked in the Discord again, and then also never played in a qual with LSU again. And I'm like, damn, that's kind of wild, I'm not gonna lie. Oh, man. Went from Bernie from NST, took his interview from his frat house, everyone around him. I don't remember that. Samba's up there, but dude, I was crying watching that first time. Oh. What's it, getting a noise complaint at 5 p.m.? Wait, what? I don't remember that one. The noise complaint. I remember we interviewed USF in Golden Light, who was someone strange back then. We asked him a question, he would literally talk for like 5 minutes straight, and we were like, damn, this is gonna be a long interview. But we got some infamous gifs out of that, so that's all that matters. Uh-oh. Time to spam super chat. No, Kyle. No, we're not spamming.
Time to spam super chat.
No. All right, we're up to 20. Bang. The Corey from Chestnut video. Bundle bash. Hey, can you keep it down? Wait, I do remember that. No, that was Tactical Whiffs. That was Tactical Whiffs picking. He was one of the captains. Bro, 5 p.m. for noise check is actually insane. Bro took a discount dorm in the library. Huh? Bro, you are terrifying me. What are we doing? You had it! I remember coming back to Canada, I was like, I don't know what the hell that was. Yeah, it was tactical. I remember that. I remember exactly, because he was freaking out, and then suddenly he just had to turn his head. Excuse me? Drexel Cyril Qual video. It's funny, because like I know the Drexel dudes, and they were always super chill with me, but that video will live in for me. Hall of Fame Cyril crash out. Kyle at the 20 on the super chat. Oh my god. Thank you so much, Kyle. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. You're dog shit at everything! I don't know what you even search to find that video anymore. That should be as omnipresent as, I still think the greatest video I think Rocket League has, though, is, Calm and J-Bot playing against Luchinio in Rank 2s. Easily the funniest video I think of whenever I think of Rocket League, like meme legends. Like, that video cracks me up no matter how many times I see it. That to me has to be on like the Mount Rushmore. That's the Washington of Rocket League meme videos. The coach video. I can't quote the coach video, but I can feel the energy of the quotes. I never watched that. That one was a little too, like, for me. The coach one is really funny. It's basically just a guy trying to coach a player while playing with him and just getting, like, super tilted because the guy's not listening. What is it? Respect my something? Yemen's crash has to be on the Mount Rushmore. Wait, Yemen? Oh. Deepest thirds, babysit him! Who's deeper? I'm deeper! I think that's the same thing. You are coach? Caster. Kyle, wait, hold on. Kyle, you got the tier 1 sub? Bro's a mod and a member on YouTube, and now he's continuing the sub on Twitch. My goat. Some of Spaceman's casting videos. He had some moments on Rogue where he flew close to the sun of being like too much, but he was... Spaceman liked to play jump rope with that. I remember Spaceman did go a little overboard one time. I don't really want to dredge it up, but I remember he made one comment during a cast that I was like... And then he immediately got like yelled at on Twitter and he goes, yeah, sorry about that, guys. And then he stopped. But after that, all the Rogue Central ones, that was actually a man losing his mind. That was an art form, I'm not gonna lie. Like, people look at Spaceman like, why is this guy's on CSA, the biggest talent agency in all of esports? And then you listen to Rogue, the Rogue Central, like casts or whatever it was called, Planet Rogue or whatever. And you're like, yeah, this guy, no one else could do that. You can try to make like a parody of it, but it'll never be as good. I gotta do some homework. See ya, Elijah. Thanks for popping in. Damn. I might make a thread. I was considering doing that the other day. I'm like, most legendary RL meme videos. I'm like, it has to be. I think the Luchinio's journey through rank 2s is still the funniest video to me. That will never fail to make me laugh. Just because, like, it's so cleanly edited of, like, the escalation and rage that's so relatable as you're, like, getting, like, dominated in a 2s match or whatever. Getting demoed every single second. There's so much funny stuff, but it's scattered. Yeah, you're gonna have to go through. Honestly, we're gonna have to consult some, like, Rocket League historians. My teammate has 18 points. The boyfriend bit? Yeah, that was a... Ooh. That would've been really cool if it wasn't incredibly slow. That was like very clean contact, except it was at 3 miles an hour. Can't wait for Epic to put Alpha Boost in the item shop for $200. They're never gonna do that. Stizzy 1v1 that Daz casted. Stizzy. You know what actually I thought was a really good idea, and I've always wanted to do that with like CRL or something? I don't know if Spin is still doing their combines. I want to get together a tweet of like high schoolers looking for scholarships and like over the summer and get them like, maybe not over the summer, but like try to organize it sometimes this semester and just get a time to like get players together to try to see if they can get scholarship offers. Because back in the day, Daz used to do Proving Grounds. I thought that was content gold back in the day. Oh, no! Dude, I caught it so clean and I failed. Oh, I thought he lobbed it over him. I completely misjudged that angle on that. No, I mean, I vaguely remember he was commentating something about Gyro, and then he mentioned something about Gyro's playing so well that Bella is gonna, who was dating him at the time, like something will happen between them. And I was just like, is he alluding to like Gyro receiving a sexual favor? And that's where I remember that was the only time I remember it went a little too far or something. And I was just like, You know, my friend Bayer, honestly, all the Corelli ad reads are also in the Hall of Fame. But this ticket to land is only 20 bucks. Yes. Dude, what? All these goals are hilarious. What rank you? Hello, Gracie. This is GC. I was gonna say 3. I don't remember if we're 3 yet. We've been fighting back and forth, starting to run into bots. But today's actually been bot free, I'm fairly certain. All right, just tap that to the side. Just keep it. Oh, okay. Well. Carly's favorite number is, I think, probably the best one though. If you want to look back at like the pantheon of Corelli and early CRL crew memes, that's got to be it. Daz also dropping an F-bomb live on broadcast is also one, but that's an unofficial goated one. That clip sits somewhere in Discords, but outside of that, it is completely unfindable. Hey, grab the boost teammate. Grab the boost teammate. Baptism in the hood. What? That's a really good up teammate though. Oh, you actually had a good first touch. I'm so bad. I'm so bad. I'm sorry. That teammate, that guy had such a horrible first touch that I was like, oh, he effed it up. That was such like a slow touch. I was like, you're using a lot of boost for your first touch. What is your plan there? I thought he was just gonna try to pass it. I didn't realize he was actually trying to air dribble that forward. Oh, well, I didn't see him turn around. That's okay. This wasn't a winnable game. I don't think my teammate has been beyond C1 CS. What? He's got, oh, I was about to say, I'm like, you're an SSL? No, he's an SSL in the Tour de Force. What even is that? Teammate said a fit on Daz, rips into it. He says, you look like you're gonna perform baptisms in the hood. Unreal call out. I do not remember that, but that's really funny. What headphones do you use? I don't think I know. Oh, wait, never mind. They're called a CCA, a CCA-CRA is the thing. They're just, it's some Chinese-made company. But they're nice. They're like little, kind of like gold and silver. Rank, hello, Giz. We are like GC3 right now, around. Found the Drexel Club in 480p. That's actually insane. Before I knew Bubbly Reaper, I remember I made a meme edit of him saying, oh, up next we're playing Danger Taco. And then he's like, oh God, I'm gonna hate. And then my friend was like, hey, have you seen the stream of the guy we're playing? And he's like, he's alive. And basically we went to it and we listened in and the guy said like, oh, I'm gonna be pissed if I lose Danger Taco because that guy's so clearly boosted. I'm gonna hate if I lose him. And then I smash cut it into us beating them in the qual match for Summer Series. And it was like a 5-1. I had a hat trick, my teammate had 2 goals. I'm just like, hell yeah. That was a fun one. Nice. EU? Nope, I live in North America. Any tips for a new player that's working on timing? I would say maybe look at the clock. Idiot. No, I would say that's just practice. If you're working on timing, then I'm assuming you're trying to focus on, that's actually insane. Also, why are you up my butthole, Stinky Farts? Why didn't you just wait for the rebound? Might be a bot. I don't know how you finish that at this angle. Watch this again. That's crazy to score that. I'm sorry. My air roll control. Practice. If you're on PC, use a workshop map. Interesting. Because a protractor traced on his monitor. Could that work? I know there's a I don't know about you guys. Certain monitors have like a burn-in reticle you can put in, and it like turn on, and it permanently traces a reticle in the center of your screen to help you aim. I don't know if that actually helps, because like, is it just? I think it's just a way to get like a very clearly more visible reticle than like the game would provide. Can't you like customize your reticle in like CS and Val, or is that only a CS thing? Or is that like an all FPS thing that I just don't know about because I'm uncultured? How? Funny how people try to use that to get better at Tarkov. Tarkov doesn't target the center of the screen. Wait, what? That's crazy. Is that Tarkov trying to make it harder to aim by like the center of your screen isn't exactly where the bullet's gonna go? It's like one of those things when you aim down center, it actually doesn't perfectly aim. It just kind of like, just tightly focuses like where the bullet might go. So that's Tarkov's whole bit, is like, it's like super realistic and edgelordy. Okay, well maybe not edgelordy, but. Ah, that. Oh. Oh! Yeah, this guy's definitely a bot. This guy is definitely a bot. This is he's chasing the ball. Look at this. The fact that that works though, like, what are we doing here? Tarkov shouldn't even have reticle, just say use the iron sight and get good, nerd. Yep. Oof. Only reticles are in scopes. Dribble flick, yeah, that's a bot. Yep. All right, we're one game short of a GC3. Trying to collect people to ban list real quick for Epic. I always wonder kind of the ball cam in Rocket League is like interesting because like it's not, the ball doesn't stay perfectly in the center of your screen. Hold on, do I have a reticle in mine? On my monitor? I don't know how to operate my monitor. I haven't really adjusted much of this stuff. Where's the button? I know there's a button somewhere. It's on the edge of my monitor. This is a new monitor, so. Okay, here we go. Image. There's no way of you guys seeing it though, unfortunately. Game plus, that looks like it. Oh, wait, hold on, crosshair. I'm gonna turn on the crosshair. It's just a green little check in the center of my screen. Yeah, it's not, the ball is not in the center of your screen. It's like slightly above the reticle in a way. I think honestly, it's like ball cam is set to like direct the ball, but I think there's like a slight like, I don't know the word for it, like a lenience that it kind of just faces the ball and it only actually attaches to the ball when you get close. Like at a certain distance, I think the ball cam turns into an actual ball cam. Because when you look at the ball from a distance, like the reticle is just staying flat. Like it's just kind of facing the direction of the ball, but it's not actually following it. This is actually kind of interesting. I've never paid attention to how the ball cam works. Think about how they probably coded it. They probably back in the day had the ball cam permanently attached to the ball and it probably got way too disorienting. Do you have any tips on how to start streaming Rocket League? Have a console or PC that can handle streaming. And honestly, just start. Everyone says, how do you start? Well, it's like, well, first of all, as long as you know how to go live, you're fine. Oh, whoops, I was so paying attention to the guy in half. This reticle is not helping Rocket League, I will say. There's literally no point in having this reticle up for Rocket League. I wish you guys could see what this looks like. Night everyone. Good night, Kyle. Thank you for the donos. Appreciate you. All right, we read those? No, we don't. Look at the check flag. I am red-green colorblind. Oh, no. Okay, that was a good steal, but I thought teammate was in goal. Hold on. He was... Oh, he wall dashed and then immediately fell off the wall because of his wall dash. Okay, that makes a lot of sense. You play again. Do you play? Hold on. Wow, I cannot read what that just said. Donk? Ooh. Donk. Do you play against Cozy P? I'm assuming you're asking. I have played with Cozy P. I haven't invited him to play recently. I should probably get on that. I think he's probably a little higher than me and Twos, though. We used to play some threes matches together with Jackson, one of his friends. Oh. Buddy, what? Bro, he was facing the perfect ramp to go up the wall and didn't want to take it. Halfway through, I realized he might be able to get that off, and he did not. Should be worse to be a Rockies fan? I wouldn't wish being a Rockies fan of my worst enemy. What sports market has the worst? I feel like Cleveland is at least a little bit good because the Cavs are getting pretty decent. Arizona's not doing too hot. Diamondbacks and Cardinals are pretty butt. Is Arizona for hockey good? Arizona's actually pretty bad. Only the Suns are good. Yeah, but the Suns will get your hopes up just to crush them. Tips to get from C3 to GC1, be a lot more patient than you think you need to be. Like, you need to play fast, but you can't just rush the ball all the time. Every time I'm playing against these freaking 1600s, it's the same mistakes over and over and over again. They're just trying to play like they're cracked out of their mind. But they're playing so fast, they're actively missing the easy stuff. Ooh, okay, didn't want that. Fine, I'll grab my boost. That's crazy. He didn't get bumped, but I also got the boost there. Okay. I think I'd call the Suns good. That's what I was saying. What's the Arizona hockey team? The Aztecs? I genuinely don't know. That's like the Coyotes or whatever, right? The Scavengers? The fighting Red Rocks? Arizona hockey team just sounds wrong. I mean, that's basically what Washington was dealing with for the... Wow. Didn't think that would go through. The Coyotes. They're now the Utah Mammoth. Wait, wait, Arizona doesn't have a team anymore? That's crazy. I'm not gonna lie, I thought Lionel, even with 0 boost, would be able to just flick that to the far side. Lost him 2 years ago? Where have I been? I thought the Utah Mammoth was like an expansion team. I didn't realize it was taking over for the Arizona team. I don't know if Lionel, like... This is paid op territory, dude. That's 100 boost and he doesn't jump? Oof. I need to turn off this reticle, it's pretty bad. How do I do this again? How do I do this? I don't want to turn off this reticle, what the heck? Gaming, game plus, crosshair off. Okay, there we go. That's really funny. Those tickets are $100, wanted to go. How can State lose their team for sport because of private sponsors? Well, they lose it because the franchise moves. I mean, it's the same reason why the Rams used to be in St. Louis and then moved to LA. Or did the Rams go to Vegas first? No, they weren't. Never mind. And how the Raiders have been back and forth. Oakland just can't keep a sports team, you know? Three resets equals a $10. Hey, you vastly overestimate what I'm going to be able to pull off in these types of lobbies. I'm not pulling off a triple reset. Go watch Cozy if you want to see that. Okay. No talking. The Coyotes are not like the Rams. The Coyotes get kicked out of Arizona and was pretty much forced to sub with the NHL. Oh. Well, I knew this franchise sucked and everyone hated them. I didn't realize it was like that. The arena plans were legitimately some of the dumbest things I've ever seen. Oh. Picture it. 5,000 person capacity. And they're like, all right, you're out. The Coyotes couldn't even sell Arizona State Arena. That was 5,000. Wait, I just throw 5,000 as a crazy number. That's wild that it actually was 5,000. I mean, how big are most hockey stadiums? I would have to guess like 30K, right? Damn, trust yourself, buddy. It's not about trusting yourself. It's the fact that I don't practice triple resets at all. I can hit a double maybe, but I'm not going to be able to hit a triple. Oh, we're playing Crisp. This guy's still struggling to rank up just like me. Oh, okay, well... I saw Ritz in the middle already? Hold on. Oh, my brain turned off. All right. Okay, Pogo Musty. Hey, dude, how about you just enjoy watching the stream, buddy? Not every streamer who is a GC3 or SSL is a freestyler. Important to know. These goals, dude. They submitted plans for Tempe, Glendale, and Phoenix, and the plans were all very dumb. Oh. And then Glendale said no. Imagine being so bad that they're like, hey, professional. Well, part of also the issue of a lot of those arenas is like the city kind of subsidizes a lot of those plans and costs. So it's not always like, hey, free sports arena. It's like, dude, no, that's just so much money that's going towards an arena we don't need. I'm State 3. I can triple reset, and notice how you are still 300 MMR below me. Like, I don't practice those things. Phoenix and Glendale stuff. Thank you for the education. Yes, that Arizona lore. Teammates' fascination with putting it right down the middle every single touch is really starting to tick me off. I need him to stop doing that. He's playing it like it's threes, and that's what's pissed me off. Again, Ritz, if you just hit it to the far side. That's fine. Did teammate pause in the spawn? Hold on, I see this again. He just paused. He paused a little bit. Probably shouldn't have chowed that. I just thought the spawn could maybe be timed a little bit better. Dr. Knife should have invited him, the amount of lore I would have learned. Yep. There you go. All right. This guy loves the backboard. We do love the backboard, apparently. My teammate also loves it, but for different reasons. Teammate actually had an open net, and instead of flicking it fast so he could get a much more pace on it, he actually slowed it down. It's wild. Never seen this level. There's no way! Oh, this guy has brain damage. Oh my god. Crazy, dude. Buddy, it's a 2v1 and you can physically see him retreat and you throw it away? That's wild. No, I definitely made like a horrific challenge halfway through that game, but some of those points. No, but yeah, some teammates really, they do just adore the backboard. My mantra when I solo queue, he's boosted. Have you guys seen that great tweet about when I lose 0 to 30 at a locals against a pretty good player versus when I lose to a random and ranked? That to me is like legitimately the most accurate way of viewing games. It's a tweet where it's just like me when I go 0 and 30 against players that are local, and they're like, oh, well, I guess I have a lot to work on. LMAO GG's, and it's like me when I lose against a similarly skilled player online, and it's like, didn't know they let illiterate pedophiles play this game. And I'm like, that is very much how it feels. When I lose against randoms, it feels like I just lost to someone who's from the psych ward, someone with severe brain damage. Still one of like the most accurate esports tweets or like ranked gamer tweets of all time. I was so far from perfect from that game, I don't have a leg to stand on, but also what the heck was that? Yeah. But that's the thing is like, I don't mind losing a game in ranked, but like you can't, there are some players who authentically like will be Major League Baseball pitcher coming in, throwing 90-mile-an-hour, throwing the play away, and then they're still just like, teammate, come on, you gotta carry me through these bad moments. And I'm like, do I? Or maybe do you just not have to suck? I'm gonna need you to not get bumped. Nice. Yeah, my bad. Should have thrown a shutout. Yep. Wow, that bounce. I thought that was going off the ceiling for reasons I can't really explain. Oh, well. Oh, you were right behind me. I'm so sorry, teammate. Very smart fake, though. Yeah, dog. I'm glad you enjoyed that 4-pitch overlay of Paul Skeens. I figured of all people in the Discord, you would enjoy that the most. That was like a video that very much just shows more evidence of why hitting a baseball is something the average guy feels like they could do. And it's like, I'm sorry, you're not. You're not hitting that. That's 4 different pitches all above 85 miles an hour that all look identical coming out of the hand and also identical halfway to the bag. Maybe I would have thrown a shot out of my second baseman, stop fumbling the ball. Damn, that's crazy. You're really not over that second baseman. Was he actually just an error machine? Wanted to make the baseball players aren't athletes joke. Honestly, I will say, like, baseball always pissed me off because it was just so standstill. Like, it isn't actually, like, unathletic in that way, obviously. Like, you have to be an athlete. But it's like, I just hated how stationary it felt when I was growing up. I felt like I was just standing still for like 90% of the day, getting sunburnt in the field. I'm like, I'm good. Oh, so my teammate has a racial slur. That's fun. Probably something to report. He would legitimately fumble half the ball to in shortstop. This man was on scholarship. Oh no, he's boosted. Oh no, he's a racist and he's boosted. Pick a struggle. No. 10-10 with a 1.97 ERA. Polskis has like the most ridiculous statistics. Sure. When you're barely giving away any runs, but your team cannot score, so you're just sitting there like, loss, 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 loss. I need to see the analytics of like what Paul Skeen would be like if his offense was even like halfway competent. Like, would he be like having like some of the greatest pitcher seasons of all time? Like, legitimately, how good could he be if they even just averaged maybe 3 runs a game? One of his losses to the Rockies, that's pretty brutal. What? Oh! You hit me over the guy. God damn it, dude. Nick, you inbred! Pick a struggle! Clear the ball! You have 60 boost, it's not on target, and all you gotta do is throw it across. Bro's dropping a sorry. How are you apologetic and a racist? This is insane, dude. Bro gets bullied at school and he wonders why, and then gets on a game and plays like this. Ooh, some puzzles aren't puzzles, chat. Oh, the kids at school want to hang out with me. Oh well, time to rant on 4chan. Oh my god, I was gonna try to go more aggressive on that, but teammate wouldn't get off the ball, so I was like... Why are you... Oh my god, wow, he had way more boost. What the heck was that? What are you doing? Ball's off the corner, it's bouncing in the middle, and he goes by it to get boost? Oof, dude. Oh. Oh my god. Racist name and boosted. Pick a struggle, holy. You must remember the age-old question, why ball when boost? I mean, sure, but... He thought there was a chair in the corner? Not the Rocket League doubles cuck chair. Buys account. Everyone who beats me is a bot. That is how it is. Ah, I get 50. Whoa, oh, whoa. Finger slipped off left stick there. I would prefer you just hit the ball, but... Where are you? Why are you in the... Why are you in the deep corner on this? You have 100. You have 100. You have 100. Why are you not going inside? Why are you not going inside? Why was he going to the corner? He had 90 boost. He's like shadowing, but like letting him have the goal. What is this? You have 30 boost! Why would you get to 1700? Everyone's on a boosted account. This is fucking psychotic, dude. Oh. It's like the instant you get to 1700, every other game is against someone who does not know how to aerial or misses like a basic play. Ah, couldn't aim that one well. That was on me. No, that's not. Wait for it to bounce, buddy. Don't try to catch it before the bounce. honestly probably could have been better off not touching that. What? Okay, we're just gonna send that. What? Bro's actually clotheslined me, that's crazy. Oof. Dude, I'm going to scream! I need this man to expose how much he paid for this account. I am going to scream. This is unreal. He tried to 50 that ball when there's no one even there. Ah, I wanted the double or the flip reset with it. Oh. I thought he was trying to fake that, and then he faked me with faking it, and then just took it where I thought he was going to take it in the first place. Nah. That's crazy. Guy effed up his touch and put it directly down the middle. Ugh. This guy is boosted as hell, though. That's actually absurd. I have never seen that many misses in a game. I'm gonna have to record. I'm gonna have to look back on this one. That's gonna be a tweet later. Absurd. That man is high at 20 MMR higher than me. Holy crap, dude. That man's computer needs to be launched into the sun. Of the Cower Bowl, I like how we've turned it into actual lore. And then I'm like, actually spelled C-A-R-B-A-L-L, and they're like, sacrilege. Catholic memes on the first day of Lent. The only ash I worship on this Wednesday is Ketchum. That's why I spent the whole day getting stuff I didn't deserve, dude. Watch back the original Indigo anime. His first 2 badges are literally just charity badges. Why get boosted? What's the point? People like the titles, so they can go into their casual Gold 3 games. Something Eastern European for whatever reason. Sure. Like no one ever could. What? This 10-year-old boy in the gym just felt bad for him. I mean, he literally just like straight up cheated to beat Brock. It also kind of like violated the rules. He basically accidentally sped off the sprinklers of the gym, which then covered Onyx in water, and then Pikachu used Thunderbolt or whatever on the water-covered Onyx, but that like doesn't exist in Pokemon of that generation. So it's still like there's no weather effects back then. But then on the next one, I remember it was like Misty was the gym leader and her sisters were like kind of like the ones running the gym. And eventually they just were like, Misty's like, oh yeah, Ash, well, I'm gonna fight you. And then the sister's like, yeah, but he'd probably win anyway. Anyway, here's the badge, and just gave it to him. And it's just like, wait, what? Like he didn't even have to beat Misty for that. He just did well enough in an outside side quest. And they were like, yeah, you're fine. It's just like, that's not how a gym should work. And I'm like, legitimately, in terms of like actual fair fights, Ash is not shaping up well. I gotta say, the new art style they ended the Pokemon anime on was pretty atrocious. I'm not gonna lie. What a save. Ooh, that's a brutal fake. Oh, didn't even have to see him, chat. Just watch this. Tape them ankles. Oh, sorry, teammate. Hey, Solar. Eh. No. No eh involved there. But a little bit more boost, that would have been a cleaner interval. Pot of greed every time he used it, every duel. Dude, old Yu-Gi-Oh! Was actually really funny. I remember when they were fighting against the Pegasus guy or whatever, the guy with the relinquished card, the white-haired dude. All those battles for the sake of the TV show basically were made to be 2,000, like 2,000 hit points, and I was like, man, that would be such a horrible format to play comp Yu-Gi-Oh! In. Use Pot of Greed! Also, I like how the anime in Advanced designed Exodia specifically just so it always have like a Deus Ex Machina to like bail them out of any situation. Because I have to imagine the hard part about designing a card game like that is that you kind of have to think about the deck somewhat realistically. Then I feel like they're kind of like, all right, we have to wrap up this episode in 3 minutes. Okay, I guess he just has Exodia now, so there you go. Exodia. Oh, that's all right. Ah! And then the guys are like freaking out. Oh. Oh, I wanted to have it all, chat. Yes, love it when I miss all the boosts, dude. The abridged version. Is that like Dragon Ball Z where some guy edits out all the filler? Pokemon, I remember Yu-Gi-Oh! Having a pretty good GBA run. There was a Pokemon, there was Yu-Gi-Oh! World Championship 2004. Was a pretty lit game. There was Yu-Gi-Oh! And the Sacred Cards, which I remember being like legitimately like the first time Yu-Gi-Oh! Ever tried like an RPG, which was to my memory, which is pretty sweet. Like it wasn't just a card. It wasn't just a card game sim. It was like actually like a world you were exploring. I didn't think Yu-Gi-Oh! Was actually no, that's a lie. I think he was part of it. You were playing like some other dude in the universe, I think. That's a crazy move, dude. Oh, well. No, it's all new dubs. Oh, it was check this pulse, Yugi. What? Check this pulse? I'm sorry, what? Nothing much to be like, you've triggered my trap card. No, exactly. Like that's, I mean, that was so popular it became like a meme in itself. I'm not 1753. Congrats, Sorrow. Jeremy Taco, it's been forever. I don't know, mainly because YouTube is doing this weird glitch lately where it's showing people's actual ats and not their display names. Your name has Slade in it. And I do remember a Slade, so well done. Oh, wow. Not the double commit. It's me. How have things been? Good and bad in different ways. Did bro lag out? Hello? I don't even know what just happened. He was like jumping before that ball even was in touch. Why bad? Work has just been very not good at balancing what basically, like, I think we're a small company. We all kind of have to pitch in or whatever, but I'm kind of operating as like two different roles right now, and we're still trying to find the balance of it. And right now it is not balanced at all. I'm doing a lot of work for other people as I should. That is my job, is to help the more senior people, but it's getting in the way of me being able to actually do everything I need to do. And it's getting kind of irritating because it results in me basically having to work like 10 to 12 hour days at times. Like normally when I'm not streaming, you guys, it's usually because I'm still working at like 8 o'clock, etc. All right, well, I've seen enough. I don't know where we're going from here. Oh, he abandoned. Oh, thank God. Okay, that guy hopefully is getting off the game. Hello, Cal. Yeah, it's just been very unbalanced, like insanely unbalanced. Like we have a role. We have to. We work in sales. Obviously, that means a lot of outbound calling. I'm really the only rep that needs to do a lot of that because I work in new territory, so I'm doing territory development. But I normally aim to call like at least, 30 people a day, 40 people a day. Try to like set meetings or at least like do discovery about, different stuff. Calling into accounts, figuring out where they're at with like our business, what they need help with, if they already have someone. Can I give you a competitive quote, if you already have someone, blah, blah, blah. But recently I've been like literally waking up and starting at like 7:30 a.m. I'm getting emails from our coworkers being like, I need this ASAP. Can you quote this? Actually, can you revise this? Actually, can you deal with this for this? Actually, can you do this? Can you do this? Can you do this? Can you do this? And it's like by the time it gets to like 1 o'clock, I'm finally slightly finishing. I get up, I eat lunch for about 20 minutes, and then I have to go right back to doing the same thing. And then at the end of the day, I wonder, like, man, I really did not get to do what I need to do. So it's just not really balanced right now, and it's stressing me out because I don't really know how to do everything I need to do. So that's basically been my stress, I guess. Also, because the other downside of that is because I'm working longer hours and I'm going to wake up a little bit earlier. It also means I'm burning a lot of mental energy. And so therefore, after all that, I might get a chance to like think about rocking a stream, but most of the time I don't have the mental energy to do that. Today I was able to like pace my caffeine and my eating. So I had enough energy that I'm like, oh, you know what, let's rock a stream. But yeah, if I don't rock a stream, Chad, it's not because I'm like giving up on streaming or anything. I'm trying. I really want to stream again a bit more, but it's been very hard to maintain that with my job, especially working the amount of hours I have to do. I got like horrifically destroyed mentally yesterday. Got a really, really angry email. Multiple 1 in a million things happened in a row. And it resulted in an order getting screwed up, and the customer was not happy. And they forced me into a very weird situation that I had to claw my way out of. So I tried to stream after that, and it was a mistake, because that was not a good stream vibes-wise. Yeah, it's especially frustrating because, like, I, want to be able to again, call and make my sales and do all that stuff, but it's been very hard to do that lately. I work a service job too. So yeah, that's been the biggest irritation for me, is just trying to get back to actually being able to do what I need to do day by day. But I brought it up to our CEO and our management kind of, and they've been kind of like figuring out, and they said, we'll get back to you on how to figure that out, because like, yeah, I don't want you to just be dealing with other people's stuff, because like, you have customers to talk to, you have things to deal with, you have fires to put out of your own. Like, yes, your job is to help everyone else because they have a lot more accounts, but like, that doesn't mean that you have to prioritize theirs over everything. And so I've been trying to work with all the senior guys to kind of be like, when you give me a task, you have to let me know like, how immediate is this? Because I would much rather be able to like prioritize things. If it can be done tomorrow, I'll do it tomorrow. But I hate getting something and be like, do it right now. And then I do it, and they're like, cool, we needed this within 3 days. I'm just like, buddy, like, if I need it, we need it within 3 days. I don't know why, but that bounce is going to be way different. First touch is pretty terrible. That's a goal because you. Ooh, I was about to say, I'm like, if you fake that, then actually might be better than if he touches it. Wait, that's Hada. What the fuck? Buddy, why are you in my lobby? Like, no wonder this guy's hard to play against. This freaking multi-season SSL, insanely high MMR player is just chilling down here in the doldrums of barely even GC 3. Oof. Have you watched Kept Up with the Olympics? No. All I know is that Canada curling is a bunch of filthy cheaters. That's the only thing I've been seeing. What does MMR mean? Matchmaking. All right, for some reason, YouTube is getting... Oh, my video dropped a bunch of frames randomly. Sorry about that. You like before from spring training? Hey, Rich, what's going on here? Some dude is Zion Williamsoning himself, eating himself into load management. T3 trying to get champ before the end of the season. Learn how to keep the ball close off the sidewall. Ding! Like that. Ah! That works. Hello. Hey, it's Els. Oh my god, I didn't realize. I might invite him to play. Hey, Peak. I would say, yeah, Masa, if you're looking for trying to get from D3 into champ, keeping the ball closer off the wall, not even learning how to air dribble, just learning how to not throw it away every single time is like an important skill. A lot of players overcompensate on a lot of the reads, then it's like, especially in twos, like it's just hitting the ball hard is like, yeah, it's a good thing to practice, but at the end of the day, like if you're not able to mix it up, I always think the best players I see in twos and ones are the ones who are very good at being able to just play bang the ball around, play fast, recover, bother the opponents, whatnot, but then also being able to switch it up with like a soft touch into a control. Like those are the players that I feel like go the farthest because they can actually approach any situation with like a delicate touch. The top prospect for the Rockies. You did not double that. Okay. Hold on, I'll read that in a sec. Struggle with substance abuse, weed, and he sobered up over the last year. Is now 240 pounds. Oh my god, dude. What's his position? I mean, I guess it doesn't really matter what his position is, but I was like, if he's a pitcher, he could be like Bartolo Colon or whatever. Does that build of pitchers exist anymore? Where the guy is just like very clearly like not muscle? Well, I mean, they're muscular, you know? It's like CC Sabathia, but just like a kind of bigger guy. He's an outfielder, 240 pounds jacked. Huh? Bro's in the wrong sport. Bro, get him over to the Denver. Let him play middle linebacker. That's crazy. Wait, what? True 140 pounds jacked. Wild. That's what happens when you stop eating stuff with the munchies, chat. You become jacked. That's just how it works. Oh, whoa, I didn't hear him. How did he completely turn around on that within the span of the ball? Did you guys see that? Like, that was like a jump scare, Chow. Sorry, Els, I left you alone. Twig to Jack to the massive beard when testosterone finally hits. I still feel like it's kind of stupid that weed is like a bad thing to have in your system in like the modern age. I wonder if leagues are ever going to change that. It feels very puritanical. It's not like a performance enhancer, you know? If anything, it's like a pain relief thing. I wonder how many athletes... Ooh, wow. I wonder how many athletes would actually do well with weed as like a supplemental pain relief. Better than opioids. My mom was like an anti-weed person until she realized it's actually the only thing that helps her Crohn's. Now she's a believer in CBD and whatnot. Oh my god, I just got absolutely sandwiched, dude. That was hot. Wait, what? Bro, I'm the king of getting these last second touches. That's crazy. Nope. I like putting it off target very first play. Uh-oh. Els, do you want to play? I'm gonna invite him. No, he left! Crazy. Crazy ego by Els. Bro, we're like the Sam of Mar. Get in here. I don't actually know what his name is right now. He's appearing offline chat. It's crazy. It is actually insane to see like how some athletes struggle with that. I still think it's crazy that Zion Williamson could have had like an insane career if he just didn't have an affinity for getting Instagram women pregnant and also eating more food than is humanly advisable. Legitimately one of like the coolest prospects coming out of college, and then just he's a nothing burger. There'd be like brief glimpses where he'd be healthy again and he'd be like, oh my god, he's killing it, and then he just, nope. Then again, I always thought the Pelicans were such a weak franchise name. Zero aura in that name. I'm not gonna lie, I did not think he had that cut. I thought I would have at least a pixel on that. I was gonna pass, then teammate completely hit the brakes, and I was like, wait, I can't pass you anymore then. No. That's gonna bounce kinda nice, just kidding. Sorry, teammate, I just don't believe in you, so... Ooh, that guy was so slow, I almost missed. Alright, this lobby is very slow, I need to take advantage of that. I flicked it to the sideline specifically to get around him, I didn't realize he was going up the sideline. Nice, Bobstar, well done. Ooh, insanely good save by that guy. But he almost no-man lands himself. No, I tried to reverse the back post, but he actually jumped specifically from the back post to block that. He passed? Question mark? I do immediately respect teammate way more for actually attempting to pass, though. Okay, that doesn't work. Catch that? Not like that. All right. Unforced error. The masculine temptation to always jump upon any ball that's remotely near you. Teammate came down with the conviction there. Trying to facilitate that. All right, if we're gonna come back here, teammate, we need to start hitting the ball. All right, catch flick. 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 Okay. See, that's the problem. You gotta force yourself to give it away. Dude, I don't know why you're trying to take it off me instead of moving upfield. Awkward overhit there. What in the freestyle is this guy? Most twos type of matchup though. I'm playing against the guys who are freestyling, hitting double flip resets, and my teammate can't hit him to aerial yet. All right, GG. On fort. All right, I think we might be done with twos for the evening. There's only so many twos games where I'm debating whether or not I'm playing in 1400s again. Heck yeah, Rumble time. If I ever am tempted to play Rumble chat, I think I program my computer to immediately light my motherboard on fire. Don't worry, that'll never happen. I won't subject you guys to that. Triton Hoops? Wow, that's a throwback. See, that wouldn't have happened if threes or if L's wasn't appearing as offline. We could play twos together. Bro, you good me. What kind of specs on your PC? Exclamation point specs. I actually found all the old PC parts the other day and built a PC for a friend. Drove it to their house. Also gave my old 240 hertz monitor. Gifted them quite the PC upgrade. That hoop session was a lot of fun. That was a throwback. I don't think I've used Triton since. Okay, well, maybe specs doesn't activate. It's... I believe it's a Ryzen 9900X processor, a 3060 for GPU, and then I have 64 gigs of RAM. GDDR5. And we're on Windows XP. Probably not on the YouTube bot. I mean, they're basically the same, but I guess not. I don't know how you catch me, but okay. Uh-oh, you're right there! He hasn't touched the ball? What? Wow, that's a really old spec. That is not accurate. 2080 was my old PC. Yeah, that's a very old... I have not updated the specs command, I guess. Gone too soon. Windows Vista genuinely was trash, though. I do remember operating a Windows Vista PC. Everything about that PC just felt slow as hell. I liked Vista. Or I think Vista was like okay visually. Wasn't the best. They're trying to go too far too fast. I think Windows 10 is like the best of everything I need out of Windows. I don't like the Windows organization compared to XP, but I was like 10 does everything I want it to. And then 11 resets it all because Microsoft's like, what if we went all in on AI? What if we forced everyone to like Copilot? What if we let Copilot code our OS? On an unrelated note, our OS has a lot of bugs and security vulnerabilities. It's like, I wonder. Holy triple commit. Never had Vista went from XP to 7. I think 7 was pretty decent, though. I think 10 is probably my favorite OS in terms of like general feature set and what you can do. I think it has pretty much everything I wanted out of an OS. It's kind of a bummer that they're immediately like, sorry, we're shortchanging you now. No more OS updates for security. And I'm like, that's kind of lame. You're forcing us into 11 like that. That's why, honestly, I might have to invest in some antivirus just to keep everything like up to date. Although I hate. Remember, did anyone else have a Vast growing up? Man, that thing was more spammy than actual malware. 10 till October. Really do not want to upgrade to 11. Also, that PC I built for someone, I tried to upgrade them to 11 just to make sure they were good on security, and then it said, you're not compatible. So I'm like, I have to change some stuff in the BIOS, or I literally just need to get a new motherboard. And I'm just like, oh, god dang it. It's like some TPM boot 2.0 thing or whatever. The 10 to Linux pipeline is real. Never Linux. Got my first PC, it's a 5800 XT and a 5060 Ti. Jesus, calm down. Only 32, buddy. Only is not a thing. You don't need more than 32. I just have 64 because I'm a jackass. $32 is probably where it's kind of like diminishing returns for most tasks at a certain point. I just edit a lot, so I like having the RAM to help with render time. I need more than 32 for my City Skylines. Is that a RAM intensive game? Did I post, did you see the City Skylines I posted in the Discord? The guys, it's like, why are all my citizens taking the straight highway across the river instead of the fun one? And then it's like a bridge that goes straight across, then another one where it's like a windy road, like a crazy straw. Sorry, buddy. I genuinely would have passed that, but I'm convinced even if I did, they wouldn't be there. Oof. 40 gigs of RAM while it's running? Oh my god. Then again, I guess if you're a couple of years into your city build, you probably have like a lot going on that needs to get processed. Ah, that was a rough catch. Oh, thank God. Is that home with a football PFP? I can't tell who it is. Maybe. What a throwback gamer. Yo, does anyone else remember? I was listening to my song in my car to Spotify Shuffle, and Twisted Transistor by Korn came on, and the only reason I know that song is because of EA Sports Arena Football. They had an arena football game one year, and it kind of went hard, and that was one of the songs on the soundtrack. I think it was actually like the very first song when you booted the game up. I think it was like the default start song. Arena football game was goated. I've been debating definitely not emulating and playing the game realistically, and just play a stream of just arena football, or just doing like a bunch of like throwback stuff. Because I found hypothetically a PS2 emulator that works insanely well. Hi-yo, brothers and sisters. Oh yeah, it was goofy for sure. GC3, by the way. Yeah, it was kind of a goofy game, but it was rewarding, very fun to play. There was a NFL. There was another game that I remember that was terribly reviewed, but I remember having like a halfway decent. I think we talked about this. It was like NFL. It wasn't like an arena football, but it was arena football. But it was like a modern one for the 360. It was NFL Journey, NFL Road Trip, NFL Showcase, something like that. I don't know. It was like a 6v6 NFL Street / arena football fusion that they tried to make, and it did not play super well. Didn't have too many maps that you could play in. Kind of felt like a game you would get for free at Burger King, if you guys remember that. Sneak King, shout out my Sneak King speedrunners. NFL Tour, yes, thank you. I don't remember who the cover athlete was for that. One of the Chargers, I think. Sure. Sure. Yeah, I remember NFL Tour being bought for me because my sister was like, "This sounds like something you'd like," and then I played it and I was like, "This isn't bad, but it's not amazing." But it's like, yeah, this will pass the time. I find myself missing FIFA, but I don't want to support EA by buying FIFA. Like, I have no soccer sim game, and I miss having one. Play backyard football. Backyard football 2006. Super funny to see the NFL players that get the rights to. You'd have like Dante Culpepper, and you'd be like, "All right, that was a man that existed in the league." Then again, it's kind of like playing backyard baseball as well. Nomar Garcia-Parra, Jeff Bagwell rather, Mike Piazza. The remake got the pro rights except for 1 or 2. They had that many players. Backyard Baseball was making a comeback. Well, I knew the studio has been like re-releasing like remastered ones, or, like PC emulations that like run a lot smoother. Honestly, Backyard Baseball for the GBA is like a solidly made game. That thing is fun. Barry Bonds, though, is a monster in that game. Only thing he can't do is pitch. That was back when Barry Bonds was skinny, though. He was like a 9 speed, and I think like an 8 batting or something like that. By default. Oh. Bonds is in the remake, one of the 2 players they didn't get the rights for. Crazy. It's funny that they have to re-get the rights. I would think that if a remake, it would just be based off the original rights, but I guess if they're reselling it like a new game, maybe that's legally like how it works. There's also Chipper Jones was a player that was like a good in-between player you could slide into your lineup. Backyard soccer is pretty good. I thought backyard soccer would go pretty hard if they got like international rights for for some of these athletes, but that'd be way too expensive now. Because they had a bunch of like super old like MLS teams, like back when it was the Metro Stars and whatnot. Our team is always all pros and Pablo Sanchez. Yep. Yeah, I mean, outside of Pablo, there's not really many, like, I remember if you want to, like, take a risk on a player not being a great fielder, Ahmed Khan was pretty good. Pete Wheeler for speed. Well, the problem is making contact with the bat. The bat and ball with Pete. But yeah, if he's on base, you could steal pretty much every time and you'd be fine. Keisha Phillips for power. Oh. Wait, we're losing? This game did not feel like we were losing. Not gonna lie, I did not feel like we were losing that game. I feel like we're kind of kicking them around. I don't remember their goals. I was too focused on thinking about backyard baseball, I guess. One more drop of water from that. All right, guys, I think we're gonna do one more game, and then I'm gonna start winding down. I'm trying to go to bed earlier so I can get rid of all the annoying BS in my inbox in the beginning of the day. So good, you gotta get the last drop. Yep, that elite water, dude. I like the part where you definitely didn't mean to fake that, but okay. Nine-minute boost collection from Dead Devil? Hello? What was he doing over here? Okay. I can't believe I lost this guy's last game. Water, it's different. Bro, nothing like waking up in the middle of the night with like a parched mouth and take that cold sip of water, dude, off the nightstand. Ah, man. I was expecting that to roll down a little bit. Oh, I also expect them kind of to touch it. Okay. Oof. I hope these players go through a lot of pain in their life to teach them how to play. Holy crap, this is not twos, dude. You have no momentum. I beat you to that and it went late. Like, please. Do not go for something that obvious. Like baseball and hockey are free. There's a backyard hockey? I didn't know that. NHL was always kind of like a maligned sport, though. There'd be weeks where I didn't even know it was a Stanley Cup, like, week. Growing up, Sports Center was just like, nah, we're good. Then again, sports media has like been shitified crazily. It's all hot takes shows nowadays, rather than like actual dudes who love sports, nerding out about niche topics and arguments. Like, I feel like you have to go to podcasts if you want like the true nerd stuff. Because I think what people forget about like Stuart Scott and like that that brand of ESPN talent is that they genuinely loved sports and they were huge nerds about it. So it created this really fun atmosphere of like watching highlights, not just because it's what everyone needs to see, it's like because you actually wanted to see every single bit of sports highlights. Like I don't need a 50-minute show just on the NBA. I don't need like 3 hours just on this. Like, yeah, start my day with some Sports Center, but that just like isn't a thing that exists in the same way. We don't have any water. What are you talking about, dude? Are we living in the Dust Bowl? Go grab a Brita filter. Lock in. Bro's living in 1800s Italy. He's only got wine. Oh, we got grape juice. Demo the player. Thank you. See what happens? Man, I was so pissed. I thought he was actually going to take a 3-mile-an-hour air dribble. I'm like, buddy, just get him out of the way. That's all you need to do. All right, please, let's end this last game on the stream with a win. Oh, LMAO dusted. All right, buddy. Wait, why are you all the... That's not real. No. Okay, we're good. Tap it, jump. You have to jump. Also, I gotta say, ESPN was so in their bag with This is Sports Center is like legitimately a masterclass in how you like create hype and fun and enthusiasm around your brand, dude. That shit was consistently banging, super funny. I would put This is Sports Center type humor up there with like, you know, the cartoons I grew up with as like forming my humor. There's really fun surrealist stuff you didn't really see in like a lot of mainstream shows. And some of it's just tiny bits, and that's all they needed it to be, which is why I liked it so much. Because it didn't have to be some like crazy storyline or plot. You just had to like do something simple like Landon Donovan using the copier. All right, well. Landon Donovan used the copier and he kicks it because it's too slow and it prints out a yellow card or something. Like that's like a fun little bit or whatever. All right, good night, everybody.